Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Food and Fun Friday, along with scripture reading and maybe even another story. If you're new to my channel, right down there is the red subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. Right underneath that is the bell. Make sure you ring that so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Help share my channel so it can grow bigger and bigger so I can just help as many people as possible. And definitely shoot me a thumbs up. That also helps the channel grow, but it also puts a great big smile on my face. Stay tuned, everyone. Welcome everyone. Great to see you and great to be back in doing another Food and Fun Friday. This is on the recipe that I did yesterday in yesterday's slideshow. It is the boneless buffalo wings. You know, we all love the buffalo wings and we love them boneless, but of course we can't do that when you are on keto. But of course I came out with a way to do them that are keto style. So that's awesome. Now I know I've done a video before on boneless wings, but I did it through like a Crystal's hot sauce. This time I actually went and got the medium buffalo sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings. So now we're gonna have actually the taste of Buffalo Wild Wings, which is gonna be awesome. I'm excited to try this. Now remember, even though you got the slideshow yesterday, I do the eating show on the same day, so I haven't tried these yet. But it's just your ground chicken. The recipe will be linked down below, but it was also in yesterday's slideshow, so check that out real quick. It's, you know, like a 3-minute video. Tells you exactly how to make everything. But it's just, you know, ground chicken rolled up, and then I rolled it in some almond flour and some Parmesan and some seasonings. And then after I deep fried them in my deep fryer in olive oil, the cooking olive oil, then I pulled them out and I rolled them in that buffalo, and I got the medium sauce, the medium buffalo sauce. You'll see, well, in the slideshow yesterday, you would have seen a picture of that buffalo sauce. And then, come on, we got to do it up right. We got to have our celery and our ranch dressing, so it's just like Buffalo Wild Wings, but at home, all keto. You have nothing to worry about. You know that you have stayed keto. This whole plate here, counting the 6 wings I got with the celery and the ranch, would be, I believe the, let's see, what did I say? I think the wings are around 5 net carbs. With this would be like another 1, 2, 3, so you got 5, 6, 7, 8, like 8 net carbs total here, you guys. That's it, 8 net carbs. Delicious. And it's my eating day. I'm still doing that ADF. And I got one more day tomorrow, which is the 30th. Tomorrow will be my last day of the ADF. And I did it, you guys. I got through this 30-day challenge. I hope all of you guys are doing well. I am doing excellent. I will explain everything in Sunday's video. That's when you're going to get a nice big video on me talking in the beginning, showing you photos throughout the whole thing of the first weight, the pictures, the measurements that I did, pictures of my hemoglobin along with the blood pressures, the ketone strips from the beginning to the end. I did so much. I took pictures of everything. So you guys will get to see all of that. And then, of course, my workouts for the week. Now, this week, I did have to slow down. In fact, I was getting so healthy doing this ADF and exercise and all that I was actually going too low for my hemoglobin, my blood glucose. I'm sorry, the blood glucose. I don't know why I'm saying hemoglobin. I'm sorry. My blood glucose was running in the low 60s on the alternate days. So when I would wake up after 40 hours of fasting, I would be like 60 to 63, and that's getting there a little bit too low. And I was getting kind of dizzy, and my blood pressure was like 95/58, which I know the doctor would say that that's okay, but for me, I run around 110 over like 70, so that drop also was making me a little lightheaded. So I had to cut a couple days of exercise out. I apologize for that, but I'm sure you guys completely understand. It was just getting too low for me, way too low. I was getting too healthy, so I needed to cut it out. When I go back on Sunday to my everyday eating, because I'm going to plan to go back to OMAD, and be doing that 1 meal a day. I'm going to start off with 1,200 calories, work my way back up to where I was at 15 to 18 so I don't gain the weight back. But that's another thing, I'll explain on Sunday's video. Also, the weight I lost and all of that. So we'll keep that for that video, but just wanted to just kind of run it by you guys to see how all of you guys are doing, what you chose to do. If you just got on board and started keto and you're getting healthy, that's wonderful. And I'm proud of all of you. Before we go on to eat and tell a story, hopefully I can remember or come up with a story. We're going to read our words of Jesus. Let's see. Okay, I've already read that. All right. Serve God or money. Luke 6:24. What sorrow awaits you who are rich, for you have your only happiness now. And it goes on to say, money has become a god for some people. In our society today, no one ever has enough. There is always a striving for more. The more you have, the more you want. Sure, they share some of their money. The sad thing is that so much of their focus is getting more money and then on investing their money and protecting it. Life becomes all about money. What's missed because of this? Often it's time with loved ones, simple time doing simple things. They also miss serving, loving, and obeying God. Jesus says that if money is your focus, money is all you're going to get. And that is true. If you do have money, like I said in the last video that we did, I don't remember what video it was, but we did blessed obedience. That is true. When you are focused so much on money, a lot of people walk away from God because they feel they don't need God when you have everything. You got the money, you got everything you need. But if you are somebody that does have money, be giving, be loving, give to the poor, help people out. Don't hoard your money to yourself, just make sure that you are helping others out because there are many in need that need it. For instance, our church, we're trying to look for, help with that, with donations to try to come up with enough money to put down a down payment so that we have our own church because we share a church right now that we just rent out. We'd like to get our own church. I do have the link down below for that. If anybody would like to donate, I do put that down below. You just push it, scroll up a little bit, and you'll see a donate button. I would appreciate that so much. If you want to donate once, 10 times, the rest of your life, however you want to do it to help us out, that would be great. If you want to share it with me and let me know, I'll let my church know. If you want to stay anonymous, that's great too. But that would be wonderful. That's a way of, charity. Like it talks about in the Bible, you've got, your 3 Corinthians, what's the verse? Corinthians, the three things, love or cherish, charity. What? Hope, faith, and love. Yeah. What is that verse? You knew that verse, honey, perfectly. It's 1 Corinthians, I think 13. I can't remember, and I could be wrong. I'm sorry. I will put it down in the box if I'm wrong. But it's on faith, hope, and some Bibles use the word love. King James uses charity, which is much bigger than the word love, charity. You want to be loving and giving, and so give that money to the people that need it and don't hoard your money because you can't take it with you when you die. It's no good after that. Doesn't do any good for you. And all it does make you greedy and, makes you very selfish. It makes you distance from your family and your friends. And, you just become a different person and you do fall away from God and the obedience of the Lord. So try to make sure that if you do have money, be charitable with it. Help out whoever you can. If you don't have a lot of money, then you know what? And you still don't know or walk with God, get your walk with God because God will help you to have everything you need. When you're following him and you're asking to meet your needs, he will. God will definitely meet your needs. So just make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do. Follow the 10 commandments. I talk about a lot about reading the Bible and my deacon of the church was talking about that too. Anybody can read the Bible, but if you're not following it, might as well throw it away in the garbage or put it aside because it is no good unless you're following what the Bible is teaching you, what you're reading. So follow that too, which is one of the verses here, Luke 6:24. What sorrows awaits you who are rich, for you have your only happiness now. And that's true. You will only have happiness now, but your sorrow will be after you leave this world because hell is for eternity. You won't make it to heaven when money is your main possession and God isn't above money. So just make sure that you Get your priorities straight, you guys. Start your day, go through your day, and end your day with Life's Manual, the Holy Bible. Read it, study it, love it, and honor it and follow it and do what the Bible says. Get that alone time with the Lord, getting a personal relationship with him and really loving it. I've got a couple days left of this 30-day challenge, and I just loved reading the New Testament again in 30 days. I learned so much more. You really do. Every time you read it, you learn more. And I've started the whole Bible over. I want to read the whole Bible through. So I've started the whole Bible. I'm going to read the entire Bible, and just, I'm not really put myself in a time frame. I'm just doing so many chapters a day. But yeah, that 30-day challenge for the New Testament is over in 2 days, and I've enjoyed it so much. We got 2 more days of Revelation, which is the end. It tells you exactly what's to come. So definitely read this word, read the book. It tells you everything. The Old Testament talks about the old time, and before Jesus walked this earth. The New Testament is when Jesus walked and became our Savior and all of that to save our souls if we believed in him. And also then you got Revelations talks about the future, what's to come. So definitely read so you understand that this was all predicted. Everything, this was no news, no new thing to God. God knew all and everything that's happening and going to happen. And so Revelations does end it right there to tell you what's the end, the end to come. So make sure you get into the scriptures and read it and follow what the Bible says. Because like I said, might as well just toss the book aside if you're only going to read it. You need to follow it. Follow it too. It's important to follow it. And be kind to everyone. Be kind and loving because everybody's going through a hard time right now. So be kind and loving to everyone. And like I said, if you do have money, be charitable with it. If you don't, get right with God and ask God to help you out with your finances. He will. He's definitely been good to us. And, I don't have everything in the world, but I don't need everything. I have everything I need. So that's all that matters. I mean, I have everything I want, but I have everything I need. And that's all that matters to me and my walk with God. I really love my walk with God, and I start him every day. He needs to be number one on the top of your list, and everything will fall into place. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed those verses, and I hope you're enjoying my videos here. And I hope you enjoyed the slideshow and definitely got a chance maybe to even make it and sit down with me today and try these boneless buffalo wings. Because, of course, on keto, we can't have boneless wings because they're breaded. So we can't have them, and kind of stinks, right? But we can if you make them the way I made them, do them keto style. Be imaginative and come up with ideas for keto. It can always be fun. So I've got the same sauce that there, somebody would go get the boneless wings. I got the chicken in there. I've got everything the way they would do it. I'm just using a different kind of breading so that it can be keto. And I'm excited about it. So let's go ahead and try one. Like I said, the last time I did these, I just rolled them in Crystal's hot sauce. These are going to be more like, the buffalo wing. What is on here? Oh, a little piece of my hair. There you go with the ranch dressing. It tastes just like a Buffalo Wild Wing. I knew it would. Because of the sauce. There's the chicken inside, the ground chicken. And then that medium buffalo sauce on the outside. Yum. And for the sauce itself, it said it's 1 carb per 2 tablespoons. I just put, I believe it was a half a cup in a bowl and rolled all 12 of them in it. So I kind of guesstimated then what it would be. That's why I figured that it would be about 5 carbs for 6 of them. I did 2 servings. So I did 12 of the boneless wings. You can also make this into more servings. You don't have to eat 6 of them. You can just do 4 if you want to. So, and then you'd have 3 servings. Yum, you guys. It does. It tastes just like them. I love that sauce. I've always loved Buffalo's mild and medium sauce. I love it. Love it. I mean, of course, I love really spicy, so I like their hot sauces too. They're really hot. This one's a medium, but I just love the flavor of this one. I'm having a Earl Grey black decaffeinated tea. Black just means that's what kind of tea it is. It's not black because I have cream in it. It just means black tea. And then I'm having sugar-free chocolate creamer in it. Because it's my alternate day fasting. I still got a couple hours left of eating. So this one here is my 3rd meal of the day. And I'll probably throw in a little snack with it. I usually have a snack with it too. Always love when I get my wings, buffalo wings, love the celery and the ranch on the side. That's always been my favorite. And then I just have a water too. That was one of my favorite things I always would say, give me extra celery. But yeah, these really taste like I'm eating real boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings. Mmm. Yum. Because, of course, we all love our bone wings. I mean, I love the wings with the bones. The bone gives it such a much better flavor. But once in a while, we want a boneless wing, you know? And I love these. So, I hope everybody is doing well, staying safe, happy, and healthy. Like I always say, leaning on Jesus, making him number one. Enjoying the videos and the things that I share with you. Sorry that last week we couldn't do a video like that because it's, you know, alternate day fasting. So last Thursday I couldn't eat. This Thursday I can. Because there's 7 days, so every week it changes. But yeah, I was getting so healthy that my numbers were dropping and I was getting dizzy from them. Some people don't get, you know, dizzy like that or whatever if their number drops that low. Because I know a few people that are lower like that and don't get dizzy, but I was getting extremely dizzy. So I knew I had to stop the exercise because I was doing, you know, cardio on the days that I, you know, didn't eat. But I was doing more than I used to do. I used to just go for a walk. You saw the exercises I was doing. I was doing jumping jacks, running in place, all of that. That's a lot more also resistant. And I think that's what was happening with my, you know, my blood glucose was just going too low for me. So I had to be, you know, better safe than sorry. I can always go back to the exercise. On Monday, a few days off isn't going to hurt nothing. But yeah, I struggled with that because I'm a person that really fights through things. And I was fighting through a few days of that, but I was really getting lightheaded. And I was talking to my friend Jennifer and she said, you need to be careful because you could black out from that. So you need to be really, really careful. So I decided to listen to her advice. And, you know, she works in a hospital. And so I listened to her advice and I decided to just, you know, cool it just for 3 days with none of the exercise. Just, you know, start back up Monday when I go back to eating every day. Because then the hemoglobin won't, blood glucose won't drop then. Well, at least not too low. Because even on my eating days, you guys will get to see it on Sunday. Because I took pictures of it. But the highest I got up to was 120. But my average, after eating all day long, in the evening, I would test like an hour after I ate everything. You know, you always want to weigh a little bit. I was 96. That's after eating 2,000 calories for the day. 96. And I used to be a pre-diabetic, you guys, and no longer am I that. So good. So I was trying to think of a story to tell you. A funny story. It doesn't always have to be funny, but it was a funny one. So I figured I'd tell that one. When I first met my stepdad, my mom met him 20 years ago. Yeah, because my dad's been gone for 19 years. My mom met him right before my dad passed. So 20 years. Wonderful guy. My mom met him offline, and he lived in Texas. And he came here from Texas to be with my mom. So that's when we were born and raised in Houston, Texas. And he came here. But anyways. Oh, these are kind of spicy. But I also did a spicy seasoning that down by the bayou from my good friend Jennifer. I put that in there. If you would have seen the video from yesterday. So the chicken itself is a little spicy too. But I love spice. Anyways, the first time I ever met my stepdad, his name is Leonard. He's my dad. I just call him Dad. But I just don't want you guys to get confused because I told you my dad passed away 19 years ago. On the 14th of January, it would have been 19 years. My nose is running. I'm sorry, guys. And I hope I'm not, don't have any gross showing. But anyways, he, first time I met him, my kid, and I hope I didn't already tell this story. I'm sure I didn't, but I think my kid was like 3.5. He was almost 4. My son, Dylan. Gosh, he's already 22. He'll be 23 this year in May. Where does time go? Man. But anyways, he was 3.5. And we went to go meet him over at my aunt's house. He had come into town at the bus, and my mom was staying with her sister. So we went over there, and I'm very, nervous to meet him, excited, but, nervous to meet him too. My mom with somebody new. It's kind of nerve-wracking. And so my stomach was kind of gurgling. This was not any time of doing keto or anything. This was back in my 20s. I may have, been working out and stuff, but not doing keto. I told you guys my gassy days. But anyways, I also was a little bit nervous. When you get nervous, you swallow air and you get gassy. And I was taking off my son's shoes. We had just gotten in, and it was winter. So we were getting off his boots by her door. And I had tooted. And my aunt, couldn't just leave it at that. As loud as can be, she goes, "Did you just fart?" Like, really loud. Like, okay, why did you just do this in front of a strange man that I don't even know? You, like, yelled it across the room. So, yeah, I was very embarrassed. And I said, "Oh, no, it wasn't me. It was Dylan." I just thought I would blame it on Dylan. Dylan's a kid. He's not going to pay any attention. I'm taking off his shoes. I didn't even think he even listened. Oh, no. He listened. And was very, very upset that I had said he did it. For 5 minutes straight. Mama, I didn't part. No, I didn't part. Now, get you, he's 5.5 or 3.5. That's why the word part came out instead of part. He had a little bit of a tongue tie. When he was born, he had a little bit of our little string that hangs in the back of our tongue. His was up closer and to the front. He had 2 of them, and they said he would eventually cut it. So he had a little bit of a lisp when he would talk when he was younger. But he said, "Mama, I didn't part." And I said, "Yes, honey, you did." And I'm just trying to get him to just forget about it, so, because I don't want, I'm blaming it on him. He's saying no, and I don't want this guy to think, "Why would you blame it on your kid?" I know, right? But anyways, he just wouldn't stop. And I'm going, "Yes, Dylan, you did. It's fine though, honey. It's fine. You did." And he goes, "Mama, no. Mama, I didn't part. It wasn't me, Mama. It wasn't. It wasn't." This went on for 5 minutes. I kept saying, "Okay, honey, it's fine. It's fine, honey." And I'm trying to get his mind off of it by talking, to my new, stepdad to be. Dylan, Mama, what, honey? "I didn't fart, Mama." Finally, "Yes, Dylan, I understand, honey. Okay, you didn't fart." Mommy understands. I finally had to, because, he wouldn't stop until I agreed that he didn't fart. And I had to take the blame for it then. But for my aunt to just yell it out, it was funny. In front of a stranger. This was a stranger. And, a couple weeks later, actually a couple months later, because I didn't see him again until he came back. Finally, he came back to live here. About 6 months later. Well, a few weeks after that, after knowing him, I could do anything around him. I wasn't embarrassed then. But, of course, your first time around somebody, I was very embarrassed. And my kid just couldn't let it go. Couldn't let it go. Why? He wouldn't just go play. She had this huge daycare. He could go play. She kept saying, "Go play with the toys, honey." And he's like, Mama, I didn't part. This thing went on for so long. I can't believe it. And there was toys there and stuff. Like, why he was so worried about the fact that I said he farted and not me. He didn't know it was me. It's just at 3 years old, he did not want him, he wanted me to know it wasn't him. Even though he liked to fart and he was very proud of his farts. And to this day, yes, Dylan, you still are, if you're watching this video, proud of his farts because he's a guy. But back then, it wasn't that he wasn't proud. It's just he wanted to make dang sure that I knew he didn't do it. So Leonard knew. Later on, we talked about it. And he goes, he just didn't want to embarrass me, who tried to just keep changing the subject. But it was funny. He goes, "It was funny that your kid kept doing that, embarrassing you like that." Then I found out that he farts all the time and he doesn't care. So it was funny though. But I just thought of that story. I was sitting here thinking back to that. Because I was thinking about my dad today. He actually cracked a couple ribs the other day. So if you could keep him in your prayers, I'd appreciate it. And having some trouble when they did an x-ray at the lungs. The ribs or whatever. They happened to see his heart and they said, "It looks like there's a little bit of blood pooling around his heart." Good thing that he ended up in there with that so they could see that. So if you guys could just keep my stepdad in your prayers. They'll know a little bit more tonight. They're going to the clinic tonight. I don't know what's going to happen there, if he's got to meet with a cardiologist or what. But his blood is coming outside of the heart and pooling. So he doesn't have any heart condition that we know of. So not sure what's going on. If you could just keep him in your prayers. But thank God thank God that he cracked a rib, that he fell and cracked a rib on the ice. He fell on the ice and cracked a rib. But without that, he may not have went to the doctor's office because he wasn't feeling, any other than being tired, a little bit more tired lately. Wasn't feeling too much or whatever. So probably went in for a while. And, he's doing all right with the rib thing. He's hurting a little bit. He's holding it when he coughs and stuff because it does hurt. So if you could just pray for both that and the blood stuff until I know a little bit more about it, I'll let you guys know. But if you could just keep him, his name is Leonard. If you could keep him in your prayers, I'd appreciate it. But that's what made me think of him and made me realize how much I love him, how much of a great dad he is. And he definitely has the honor of being called dad. My mom and him are married. And I have loved him since day one. When our dad died, he really took over that role. Never forced us or anything to call him dad, but we all did eventually because he really is a wonderful man and definitely is, daddy figure. He definitely fills the shoes of being a father. So I love you. If you're watching this, mom and dad, if you're watching this, I love you very much. Praying for you. Hope everything turns out good for you. Hopefully we'll know soon tonight when you come over. Hopefully I'll know what's going on. But made me think of him. Then made me think of the first day I met him, and I thought I'd tell you that cute story. That I blamed it on my son. But I learned my lesson to never do that again. I didn't even think Dylan heard me. But he obviously did. And he just kept going. Until I finally said, okay, honey. Because I kept saying, no, Dylan, you did. It's fine. Until I finally said, okay, honey, you didn't. Then he went and played. Then he was fine. Then he was happy that mama understood he didn't fart. That's right. Man, those were good. But making the nose run. And it was all red now. Whenever you drink something hot too, water and tea, yeah, doesn't help. Gotta have a glass of milk. But of course we don't drink milk on keto. But that wasn't like super spicy. I mean, I love spicy. But there was some bite to those. So, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this Food and Fun Friday. I hope you enjoyed the verses. Just remain close to the Lord. Make sure he's number one. Don't make your money, your possessions more important than God. If you can donate or help people out, make sure that you do. Also linked down below is my church's website. I would love if you guys would go to, YouTube channel. I would love if you would subscribe to their YouTube channel. That's down below too. I would love if you would do that. If you would subscribe to the channel, that would help that channel. We're trying to grow that channel too, since my pastor is doing a lot of his preachings and stuff on there. So, and his sermons every day that he does. So I'd love it if you would subscribe to the channel to help that channel to grow. And if you want to donate, that'd be wonderful. But just remember, no matter what you do, just remember, let God be your biggest possession in your life. Let him be number one, and everything will fall into place. And just be kind and loving to everyone. Remember, we're all going through it. So be kind and loving to everyone. Put a smile on your face every day and know that Jesus is coming back to get us one day. He promised one day he'd come back and get his Christian people. I hope it's soon. I can't wait to make it to heaven. I just can't wait to be with him. So, and I'm ready. I'm ready whenever he's ready to come and take me. I love all of you guys very much. Always praying for all of you guys. Please keep me in your prayers. I'm always praying for you guys every single night. I say you by name. If I don't know your name, then I just would say it to all the people that watch me and all the people I watch. I will continue to pray for all of you. So for your safety, everybody take care. God bless. And I'll see each and every one of you in my very next upload.